Today we're going to make a wild rice and mushroom frittata, an open-faced omelet. So I'm going to make it in a bigger pan, saute my vegetables. I'm going to add some turkey bacon. You can use breakfast sausage if you like. Brown that up ahead of time. And then I saute all the veggies together, and then I pour the eggs over, and then I let it cook in the skillet until the bottom's done, and then I'll finish it in the broiler so the top gets brown. So it's like an open-faced omelet. Delicious. It gets all browned. Sprinkle a little cheese on it before you put it in the broiler. So we'll start with these key ingredients. It's a mushroom wild rice frittata. So I made my rice in my rice cooker, the wild rice. This is Italian parsley. And if you ever try the regular parsley, it's kind of a very mild flavor. This is a little stronger, almost like an oregano, but not quite that strong. Delicious. These are my little bell peppers. 3 different colors because I love the color in the onion. And here we have the mushroom. This is a portobello mushroom. And the thing about mushrooms is you don't really want to rinse them in water, but you want to just take a damp cloth and wipe them off because you don't want them to, they'll absorb the water. You don't want them to get all waterlogged. And personally, I don't like the stems, so I take those off and I get rid of them. Alright, so we got our wild rice, just a little shredded Romano cheese, fresh, my mushroom, my parsley, and this is turkey bacon. I made this ahead of time, let it cool, and I'm going to crumble that in there. And this is going to take 2 whole eggs and 1 egg white. And the reason I'm taking the yolk out of that last egg is because the whites are going to make it even fluffier, so not so dense. Okay, so we'll start by getting our pan hot. Olive oil, that goes in the pan. And my onion, I'm going to just cut the ends off of that. Once you cut the ends off, then you can just peel that top layer off. I don't want it to be too strong, so I'm not going to make the chunks too big. Put it in the oil. I think that's enough of that. Some of my pepper. Take the top off. I'm going to take these little veiny things out of the inside there that are on the sides. Cut that into 4s and then just slice it up. There's my orange one and my yellow one. This is going to give some beautiful color in there. Nice fresh flavor. There we go. Alright. Now, this is my Italian parsley, and so I'm just going to snip the leaves off of that. So it's probably going to equal a whole tablespoon, maybe a little more, whatever flavor you love, like that. Now you know your mushrooms don't take as long to saute as an onion or a pepper, so you see I'm waiting a little bit to put those in. You like a little tender crisp, we call it. They're tender on the inside, but still got a nice little snap to them. There we go. Now I'm going to add my mushroom and my bacon. So I want my bacon to warm up. So I'm just going to tear that up. And remember, this is turkey bacon. It's a lot leaner cut, less grease. This is a smoked sea salt. You can see the dark color because it's smoked. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and sprinkle it in there just for that little bit of flavor. It's time for my mushroom. Slice and dice. See, kind of healthy sized chunks. Let's move all this around a little bit. And now, because I'm not using pork sausage or pork bacon, I might need just a little more moisture in there. Just a little bit. So everybody sautés nicely and plays nice together in the pan there. Okay, this is beautiful already. Look at all these colors. I got my eggs in the bowl. Let's whip those up a little bit. Remember that extra egg white? It's going to make it even a little fluffier. I want to add my rice now. This is probably a cup and a half of rice. I like wild rice. Maybe you just like the brown rice, because these are the ones that have the nutritional value. Let's turn this a little bit here so we can really move this. So you got your protein, you got your fiber, all your vitamins in there with your vegetables. Okay, this is all sauteed enough, browned enough. I'm going to pour my eggs in. Move this around a little bit. Get my eggs all over there. We're going to let that cook a little bit. I'm going to sprinkle my cheese on top. I like the Romano. I like Asiago, Parmesan, you choose. Sprinkle that in there, because when this goes in the broiler, it's going to brown up nice. Okay, so this is nice and browned on the underneath side, firm, just a little browned, but yet we still need to cook the eggs. And like I said, if you want it more egg-like, more omelet, add more eggs than I did. But remember to always add 1 or 2 more egg whites. This is going to go under the broiler. I put the broiler on high, so I'm going to stand right here and keep a close eye on it. Under the broiler. Alright, my minute's up. I'm going to take a look. Hear that sizzle? Look at the brownness, and the smell is amazing. Now remember, if you've used more eggs than I did, it might take 2 minutes in the broiler. So I'm just going to cut a little square of this, get it on the plate here. I see my onion, my pepper, my mushroom, my bacon. Let's look at the underneath side. Oh yeah. And who says you can't have breakfast for dinner? This has everything in it you need for a meal. All those flavors, they're all melded together perfectly. And what did it take? A little chopping time. Made my rice ahead of time. Made my bacon ahead of time. I made it in the microwave. Turkey bacon. And then the whole thing here took not even 10 minutes. There's a meal. Delicious. You could put that in a whole wheat wrap. Lay some of this on there, roll it up, get in the car and go. Breakfast on the way. This is your wild rice and turkey bacon frittata. Easy and delicious and wholesome.